Hey guys, Joe here at JP Details with the first ever video on the channel that isn't about car detailing. Today I'm going to tell you exactly how I almost lost £20,000 on a property purchase. So welcome to what should have been my very first home, a one-bedroom apartment in my local town which I'm going to avoid showing any addresses for the sake of keeping this video legal. Although I would quickly like to point out that this video has been made for educational purposes to try and help others out through my own mistakes, and the imagery being used is being used under the Fair Use Act, as well as non-copyright images that are free to use. My offer of £104,500 was accepted on this property after a couple of viewings, and me and my solicitors were 2 months down the line with the paperwork when something rather eye-opening cropped up. If you use a website called Rightmove where you can view properties for sale, for rent and previously sold properties, which you can then use as research in terms of trying to figure out what type of money you should be paying for your desired property, well previously to this there were no similar properties sold within those certain apartments or at that particular location within the last 5 years, so I didn't really have anything solid to go on in terms of a close price comparison for what money those apartments in the same block previously sold for, as none of those apartments had sold within the last 5 years. The only research I was able to do was to see what type of price other half decent one bedroom apartments were selling for in my local area, and also what other half decent one bedroom apartments were currently on the market for. At the time of putting my offer in, I was happy to pay the £104,500 for the property, and like I say, me and my solicitors were 2 months down the line with the paperwork, contracts and arrangements, but nothing had been signed. We must have been just 2 weeks away from signing the contracts when this happened. A property located directly underneath the one I was planning on buying finally showed its recent for sale price on Rightmove. These figures do take 3 months before they are updated on the Rightmove database, but luckily I was able to see the figures before I instantly wiped my arse with 20k. The property directly underneath the one I was planning on buying also has 2 bedrooms and looks a fair bit bigger, which was a real kick in the teeth when I saw how much it sold for. The one underneath, considering that this one has 2 bedrooms and mine only had just the one, and the fact that this one is a little bit bigger, well this property sold for £95,000. That pretty much put an instant value on the one that I was going to buy at £85,000. Primarily due to it being a 1 bedroom and not a 2, plus it being a little bit smaller. So like I say, I was within 2 weeks of signing the contracts to purchase my new home, and if those contracts had been signed, I would have been done for. I was quite lucky with the fact that the Rightmove website was updated before I signed the contracts, because if it had taken anything more than a couple of weeks extra to update, I'd have signed the contracts, moved in, paid my money, taken out a mortgage, and would have instantly realised that when the sale figure did finalise on Rightmove, I would have lost 20k overnight. The funny side of this is that back in the day before I started my detailing business, I actually really wanted to get into property development, although a lack of funds or any chance of investment back then put the old dream quickly out of reach. This dismally failed first property purchase has quite frankly left me embarrassed and ashamed of my complete lack of property knowledge. So hey, why not make a YouTube video and tell the world about it? Who knows, this video could even go on to get 1 million views and pay me back what I lost with the solicitor's fees. So why not drop the video a like and subscribe to the channel and give the video a comment to give this video the best chance. If I've learned anything from this first failed property purchase is that you really shouldn't rush into any property purchase, or any purchase for that matter, which involves a large sum of cash or a lengthy mortgage or borrowing agreement. So my top tips for buying a house and for you not to fail in the same dismal way that I failed is to do your research. I get so many emails, questions and comments by stupid lazy people who quite simply can't be asked to go into a bit of research and just want me to tell them directly. Guys, I'm not your mother. If you don't research and plan, you are going to fail. 95% of the people I've come across so far on YouTube I would without doubt spend an evening in the pub with. It's just those minimal 5% that make me laugh with their laziness. So that kind of sums up my life for the past 3 months, although I've now got a few videos to edit about moving into my new rental apartment, which I can assure you are going to be different yet very satisfying videos to watch. By doing these non-detailing related videos, I think it's going to give me a bit of an excitement booster, as doing the same thing all of the time can become mundane. Like Darren at Auto Fetish Detail likes to say, variety is the spice of life. As always, thank you for watching, and please drop the video a like, share it to your friends, comment underneath and subscribe to the channel if you are not already, to give this video the best chance to repay me what I lost with the solicitor's fees. I'll live and learn, and I'll hopefully catch you in the next one.